Okay, so the total amount of miles is 240 miles. They're going to Washington, D.C. And it's talking about half the distance, which is half of 240 is 120. They drove at 60 miles per hour. The other half, 40 miles per hour. So the total is 60 plus 40 equals 100 total. Well, we don't want to look at it that way, right? What we want to look at is just the question. So the question is asking, well, tells you first that they came back home from Washington and it took them exactly the same amount of time. Well, 60 miles per hour of 120 miles, so I divided 120 by 60 and I got 2 hours. 40 miles per hour of 120 miles, I divided that by 40, 120 by 40, 120 divided by 40 equals 3 hours. So the total amount of time it took them to get to Washington, D.C. was 5 hours. So we're going to take 5 hours. So remember, miles per hour, right? So it took 5 hours for them to drive 240 miles. 240 miles per 5 hours. We're looking for, we don't know how many per 1 hour miles it took, right? So we're going to cross multiply. So we set it up just like this, and we cross multiply, right? First thing I did was I got 5x, which I wrote right here, equals, cross multiply again, 240, right? So I divide both sides by 5 because I want to get rid of the 5 and isolate the x. Once I do that, I say x equals, then I go to find out what is 240 divided by 5. So here I have 5 goes into 24 4 times, right? Which is 20. 5 times 4 is 20. Left over is 40. 5 goes into 48 times, right? Which is the total answer is 48. So x equals 48.